Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
And that has been clubbed away. Yamal chasing after it. Van de Ven. Chiellini. Van Dijk. That's a sharp pass. Played out wide. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Could try cutting inside here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Rafinha. And that is a little undercooked. That's a cute ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He's in a great position here. Takes a shot! Goal! Santos! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And it's Neymar.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Costa Curta.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
It's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Ribéry. Decent progress down the left. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Aimed beyond the defence. Goes for a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Nicely shaped ball. Well timed, excellent interception.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Xavi Alonso. Can he get on the end of this? And he's made sure that's not getting through. Kaka. Yamal is a player who's always giving defenders headaches.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Bergkamp. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we are back on the way.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
He is... Chance for a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Milan with the corner, they're first. Cleared without hesitation. Santos have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Yamal. That's a nicely shaped... It's Neymar! They've scored! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Looking to go deep. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Yamal. Oh, that's a key interception. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Donatoni. No way through. Well, that is one way to stop him. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And that's going to be a booking. And it's played in. And it's hoisted clear. Van der Ven. And it's Xabi Alonso. Looking tidy in possession here. And now the breakaway. He's one-on-one! Can he finish? That is some save from Khan. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Neymar. And the shot! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
You could tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he can smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
Well, that has not gone well. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Neymar. Ribéry. Ribéry will not want to lose out here, not against this. And there's the shot! And that would have been game, set and match. And here's Yamal. Gets a good foot in there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Rafinha! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Milan really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
And this is Bergkamp. He's through, now is he in? And the shot! They've done it! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive.
And that's that. Milan perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence. And I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
And all that... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go. So Javier Zanetti, Jim, very little doubt, I suppose, that he will have a huge influence on the outcome today.
Absolutely, Peter. One of his teammates even said he was better than all of us put together, which goes to show how complete a player he actually is. When it comes to balancing attack and defence, I'm not sure there's ever been anyone better.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He is through here. Donatoni. And it's played it. Header! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Spain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Harland. He's away! First quarter of an hour gone. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Hullet.
Milan really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
And he was quick to react. Rodri. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. And here's Messi. And that is out of play.
Might want to be careful there.
And he's gone searching crossfield. Bergkamp tries making a foray down the right. Harland. That's very neat. He has found the way through. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. That's a sharp pass. Driving on and making good progress. And that's really well manoeuvred. And he's forced to go back. Now he's off and running. And that's been won straight back. Now it's Ronaldinho. Van Dijk. Donatoni, who's set up one goal so far. Gattuso. Now it's Inzaghi. And no, that was never going to make it.
1 minute added time.
Zanetti. There's the whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Milan head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead.
Substitutions taking place.
Here we go again.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Tries to play it through, and he's picked out the run. That's an excellent interception. It's a lovely, delicate pass. Out to the left it goes. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. An opportunity then to pull clear here. And that's off target.
Bergkamp has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
Ferdinand makes the interception. Milan just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Great defending, strong and determined. That is lovely. Quick look, then up he goes! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Pinches it off him. Gattuso. And that's another good win of the ball.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is...
And he's had a hit! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught on it here! Looking for a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage and it's time for them to use it.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Stood up well to him there. Milan are looking to go forward now. He's got away. That's going to go a long way. But they've got it again. Goes looking wide. And it's Hullet. Tries to pass it through. Foden has it in a wide position. Oh, what has happened here? And again! It's in! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
And the shot! Bergkamp! Utterly beautiful! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they get themselves in front! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's better late than never, Peter, and that's potentially decisive now.
4 added minutes has been
Xavi Alonso. 4 extra minutes added on. Harland looks to get on the end of this. And that will be the final act. Milan can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster that. Harland claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So a dramatic game decided in its very last moments. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, what can we say about Rashford? What's not to like about him, having proven himself to be an outstanding human being all round?
Could be danger here. Oh, he's bustling through. It's Rashford! It's bounced back off the post. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Mbappe, and he's cut it out. Donatoni. Can he get on the end of this? Donatoni, he's got away. Donatoni crosses it in. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
And it's made its way to him. Donatoni. He is just caressing the ball. In towards the back. Up he goes! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Rashford. Kaká. Chance for a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, to be honest, he shouldn't have spilled that in the first place, but he recovered it really quickly, so no harm done.
Nice interception, well timed. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Milan yet to have an attempt on goal. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly.
Big chance! It's loose now, and they want to get it back. Bergkamp. Harland. Oh, nicely intercepted. Jordan Henderson. And it's Bergkamp. And here's Harland. Threads one in. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Xavi Alonso. Tonali. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Looking to go deep. Guardiola defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very... And we hit half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How would you review the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Substitution for Milan, number 18, Harland. Coming on to replace him is number 10.
There's the start of the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, it's a great... Can he finish? And yes, it's there! The second half sparked straight into life. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
A 1-0 lead established.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Time and again, they are repelled.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Donatoni, looking for options for movement. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, that's ambitious. Now it's Kaka. And he cuts out the supply. Into the last quarter of an hour. Nice bit of trickery. Very nicely done. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And that was very necessary. And here's Bergkamp. Tries to pass. Bergkamp! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And it's hoisted clear.
Subtlety has gone out of the window. They have to force it any way they can now, Peter.
And the shot! It's a goal! And surely now, the result beyond doubt. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Fired deep towards the back post. Keep the ball and you win the... And that will be the final act. Milan perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Harland! Goal! Milan! And what a start!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match. I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Raul, and here's Forlan. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Beckham. And it's Forlan.
Milan really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Raul. Now it's Forlan. And the counter-attack is on for Milan. Raul, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Tonali. Now it's Harland. Oh, well measured. Nedved. Rijkaard. Oh, that's well spotted. Van de Ven. Van Dijk. Great run on the overlap here. Now the delivery. Puyol is there and he can get that clear. Tonali.
Milan can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Raul. Now it's Forlan. Nedved. That's Rijkaard. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Beckham. And here's Forlan. And that'll be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Milan happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0.
Substitution for Milan, number 19, coming on the field.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Now it's Donatoni. Xavi Alonso. Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Now it's Nedved. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that was vital. He's played it long. And that has put paid to that. Now it's Harland. That's a little off target. Beckham. And it's Nedved.
Milan couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Now it's Berbatov. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Lovely pass, but decent chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Donatoni. Aimed beyond the defence, and he's picked it up out wide. Fired deep towards... Terrific header! Crossbar comes to the rescue. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And here's Bergkamp. That is lovely. No, he refuses to take the bait. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. That looks a good ball through. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
It's fallen! And he hits the net. There seemed no way back, but they are level. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
After 83 minutes is number 10, Diego Harland.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Milan looking to pass their way through. Now this could be a chance. He has found the way through. And that will be it. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Milan can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do,
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proved positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
Out towards the flank. It's a promising position. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And he's been shifted off it. And back to the keeper. Cannavaro. Costa Curta. And it's Cannavaro. Vinicius Junior is herring after that one. He is through here. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. And they're quick to get it back. Now it's Harland. Ball's played through. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's picked his way through. Shapes to shoot! And it's come back out to him. And they've got rid. And he's gone searching crossfield. Nice looking ball. And he cuts out the supply. Donatoni. No goals as yet. Well, there's your danger man. A title that is entirely justified.
Milan are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
And that is a little undercooked. Robertson. Vinicius Junior. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Donatoni. Here's Harland. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. And it's Salah. Knocks it out wide. Oh, super ball! Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. So the first half brought no goals. Tonali plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Can he get on the end of this? Over to the left. Chance! Goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So we have the first goal.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Berbatov. Oh, well played, well played.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He has found the way through. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Berbatov. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Berbatov is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know.
Oh, what a mistake! So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
He's got away. And there's a searching pass.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Xabi Alonso makes the interception. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And they're back on the ball again. And he's having a shot! It's there! Right back in it! Almost no time remaining. Game still on. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Harland really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Milan really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Bergkamp hangs in a header! Oh, that's incredible! And that may just do it! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Having turned the game on its head. So that's it. It is all over. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy that was. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Berbatov!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Milan with the corner, they're first. He gets big! It's hit the upright! Oh, he's really drilled it!
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Tonali. Oh, super ball! He's away! Can he finish?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now it's Bergkamp. And he was quick to react. That is ended up in no man's land. And he's there to belt it away. Now it's Donatoni. Berbatov, great ball, and he's in here. Now the ball in.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste. Well, if you're looking for a match winner, Peter, look no further.
Lionel Messi, the great genius himself. It felt almost unfair at times, didn't it, the way he just seemed to sweep the opposition aside. Even traditional bogey teams were just powerless to resist him when he was on his game.
Yeah, and I remember one game against the boys from Madrid when that famous front three were simply unplayable. They each scored a goal, with Messi grabbing the last one to put the icing right on the cake.
Berbatov. Now then, the ball's come loose. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Tonali. Donatoni receives it in a good position here. Pass is just off target. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's picked his way through. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And this is... Shot, surely! He's scored! There is the breakthrough! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Not the most accurate pass. Knocks it out wide. And here's Messi. Messi! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Looking for options for movement. Roberto Carlos has it out wide and in space. And he thumps it clear. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. And he's there to clear it. Thuram. And it's Messi. Tonali. Milan are looking to break at pace.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement.
He's having a shot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That has been cut short. And the first half is done. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust.
Big header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Scholes. Thuram, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Bergkamp. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous. Tries a shot! And it's come back out to him. Sticks it away! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the... Decent chance! They've done it! And again they hit the front. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Milan needing a change of fortune here. And the shot!
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage.
Chance for a shot! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Chouameni. Back towards the middle. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
He's found a way through. Big chance! And yes, it's there! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Substitution on the field. Number 11, Bucharest. Number 22, Johan Cruyff. Coming on the field.
He's having a go.
Number
And that is wildly off target.
Yeah, but you only need to look across to the sideline to see what one makes of that, Peter.
Searching pass he's played there. Oh, that's a key interception. Doué. Tries to play it through. And he's managed to get free.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Great chance! And he hits the net! And they're back in front!
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Van der Ven does well to get it back. That has been slung wide. And that's a throw-in. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Picked out, and the shot! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's just a fabulous.
And this is, can he finish? Relentless, just relentless. And they are pulling clear here. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Shapes to shoot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's hit the post! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Harland, there's the shot! No, not quite. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from
Referee
him.
looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
And just a quick reminder today to please...
How would you summarise what we've... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Pele! What a wonderful goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that pass just didn't quite work. Messi. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And it's Messi. Cruyff. Oh, that's fabulous. That's a good ball. Davids. Pele. And it's Pele! He's got away with one there. Roberto Carlos makes the interception. Lam. And that's been once. Oh, he's been caught on it here. He has found the way through. There's the shot. He scores. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Cantona. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of room. And he shoots! It's hit the upright.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's found a way through. Cruyff. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Half an hour played now. Oh, shooting chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And that has been cut short. Thuram. Oh, nicely intercepted. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Nice-looking ball. That is ended up in no man's land. Cruyff. It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Great ball, and he's in here. Davids. Now it's Cantona. Great vision. And there's green grass ahead of him. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Decent chance! Goal! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So, just a constant goes for goal! And that's it for the first half, a breathless ending.
Please be made aware that smoking is only permitted in designated areas within these grounds. Substitution for Milan, number 14, Johan Cruyff.
Here we go again then.
To replace him is
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment. Go for that.
Can he finish? It's in! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
So now the difference is 3. Pelé, Messi. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Dida, in the context of the game, he must save it. Oh, he's missed!
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
And this is Owen.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Oh, he's been caught. And again! It's anyone's ball now.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Now, can they get him away? He's shifting through the gears here. Takes a shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. It's in! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
And yes, and the finish! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Roberto Carlos plays it short. This looks promising. Messi! And that is wildly off target.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find a finish after that. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to win games.
And the shot! Oh, taken with style! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Milan, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Zico is having a shot! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. He's had a shot! Taken back almost at once. And it's Davids. Well read, nice interception. Half an hour gone in the second half. It's Pele! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And he's gone looking for safety. And now a sudden chance to counter. Messi going full steam down the flank. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Owen, he's chance! It's there! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Great chance! They've scored! An act of charity gratefully received.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Milan grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Pele, he is through here. Tries a shot! It's in! And they are right back within touch! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force...
Goes for a shot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Oh, what a mistake! Big chance! It's a goal! Deep into injury time! And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Milan give themselves a chance. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Milan can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Nesta proves too strong, too smart. And here's Cruyff. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Stood up well to him there. Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's in a great position here. Lahm with the clearance. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Adriano! Goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Nicely spread. Out for a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. Neymar is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space. Here's a chance! Milan with the corner, they're first. And it's hoisted clear. Deftly away. Oh no, this does not look good. Oh, he's bustling through here. It's Adriano! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Melbourne City are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to...
And the shot! Johan Cruyff, unequalled in the history of our beautiful game. That is a gem, an absolute gem. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
A case now of complete control.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Costa Curta. Thuram. And it's Cruyff. Adriano. Well seen. Saw that coming. And it's half-time here. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Please take this opportunity to pay a visit to our official store where memorabilia from today's match are now available.
So off we go once more.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll...
Neymar! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, it's fallen kindly here.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Knocks it out wide. Cruyff's cross. And he's there to clear it. Looking for options for movement.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Messi! They've done it! And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
So is this the start of a comeback? Thuram. 60 minutes played. Now, can they get him away? Costa Curta. Vitinha. Cruyff.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Vitinha. Cruyff. Davids simply refused to be outdone there. Now it's Cantona. Oh, that's a key interception. Thuram is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And that is a little undercooked. Adriano. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's been shifted off it. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Cruyff gets through on his own. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And it's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lahm shows great strength.
Really well played, he read that perfectly. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Lahm wriggles his way through. Thuram defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Cristiano Ronaldo. Messi. Pele. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Substitution for Milan, number 11, Cantona, number 14, Johan Cruyff, number 21, Pele,
And it's Lahm.
number 15, Messi, coming on the field, number 17,
Might be danger here.
Batistuta, number
Tries to cross. It's a mighty effort. It's bounced back off the post. That's travelling a long way. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. While that was a frustrating game, they were at times cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
iPhone charge.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Red and black wherever you turn. The San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and seated in the expert's hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva. He's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too. What we don't usually comment on is his phenomenal work rate, and that will be a standout for this team over the course, I can assure you.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. He's gone for goal! Distributed tidily. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. It's run loose here. Oh, what has happened here?
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And no, that was never going to make it. He is through here. Del Piero! And it's hit the woodwork and out. And it's hoisted clear. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Still goalless at the moment. Bernardo Silva. Aimed beyond the defence. And now the breakaway. He won't be happy with that one. Vieira. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe! Mbappe finds himself offside. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Del Piero. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Now it's Messi. He's found a way through. Now what? Oh, what a climb! Decent enough try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nicely weighted ball. Now, who's going to be first to this? Lam was it. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
Put any litter in the bins provided. Thank you for your cooperation.
And we're off again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's in a great position here. Mateus conjures time and space where few can. Now it's Mbappe. That is good alertness. Vieira. Rijkaard. Mateus demonstrating his defensive quality there. And it's Del Piero. And he's managed to get free. Applies the finish! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Del Piero really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
possession.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Out to the right. Goes for goal! And Iker Casillas somehow saves it. It's their second corner of the game. Big header! It's hit the crossbar. It's in! There is the breakthrough! Milan have taken the lead.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
That is ended up in no man's land. Looking for the run. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Can he latch on to this? He has found a way through. Played into the box. Milan have their third corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now it's Pele! Oh, it's come off the upright. He should have put that one away.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Can he get it through? And Messi! And no, he couldn't find the finish. He's trying to hit the front line here. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He's shift, and there's the shot! Just 5 minutes remaining now. Now it's Weghorst. Ah, looks a smashing ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
He's picked his way through. Owen. And time is up. Relief finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Yeah, it was never a match.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started here. He's having a go! And that tested the keeper.
Messi clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Weghorst, Maradona. And here's Owen.
Well, this fellow, Giorgio Chiellini, Peter, is one of the game's great thinkers.
Yeah, in both an academic and a footballing sense, of course.
Yeah, and I think he'll prove key if they're looking to play on the break here. You won't get many players who are better than him in terms of ball winning, and it's all going to be about how quickly they can turn things around once they've got the ball.
Bernardo Silva. Chiellini. Madrid finding their passes. Well read, nice interception. Pele, out to the left it goes. Quarter of an hour played. Maradona. And that's been slipped through. Bernardo Silva. And a cross. Climbs up big. It's hit the upright. And he's heaved it away. And they're back on the ball again. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains.
Maradona really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And he's managed to get free. Shapes to shoot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Saliba makes the interception. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Goes looking wide. And the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Cruyff. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Played in deep.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Messi. Bernardo Silva is the team's great visionary. Messi. And this is Messi. Bernardo Silva. Vieira. Oh, good-looking ball. And the through ball. Big chance! Cruyff! That is beyond words!
Oh, what a superb finish to this first half from...
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. So your views on the first half?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Milan leading 1-0 at the break. And the game has already resumed here.
Milan really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Lam is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. It's their second corner of the game. Messi plays it short. And there's the shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Milan are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Platini conjures time and space where few can. Oh, easy pickings there. Maradona bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Dida gets his hands on it and the danger is averted.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Substitution for Milan, number 21.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Messi, number 14. Johan Cruyff, coming on the field.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that.
Terrific header! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Tries to play it through. Oh, played through for the wide man. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Zico. He's found a way through. Driving Zico! He should have put that one away.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
Corner number 3 coming up. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Oh, no joy this time. It's a pretty loose pass. Referee has just said play on. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. He's got away. Very nicely done. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
Milan can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Owen in the hunt and looking threatening. That's that, the end. Milan have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads.